Yeah, man, we got the jazz going. Put my Keith Sweat voice on. Welcome back to the Universal Thought Podcast, man. Where we share universal thoughts, all of the ideas and the concepts and the philosophies of those people that came before us. On this evening, we have Brother Chris, aka Slick, in the building. In the building. And to my right, we have Big Dre.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yeah, he's been absent for quite some time now, but he's back in the building.
2025, y'all. We're gonna make it happen.
Yes. Amen.
Hey, I like that vibe, though. I'm liking it, though.
Set the vibe.
I like it, though.
I was waiting for you to start big.
Hey, but look, here, let me something. Will they, say something about that music, you know?
So yeah, anything you play on Facebook, on YouTube, they
censor it, or?
Yeah, they copyright strike it. Oh. So it's like you get so many like red checks for what you do. Like if you really don't supposed to, it's okay. Put it like this: if you monetize, they're more strict on you. You can't curse within the first 2 minutes of the video. You can't use nobody else's music. The music has to be original, so it got to be your music. That's why I'm finna get some beats. I got somebody making me about 4 or 5 beats, and I'm gonna just let it loop while we playing. Cause I like for the music to be playing, but you can't play like right now. If I put on Sade, they'll take the video down.
Wow, did I know that?
Hit me with a copyright strike. So. Yeah, man, it gets real in the field, man. You know.
She just had a concert while you said that.
Sade?
Yes,
she still look good. Where she have a concert?
I think it was in the UK somewhere, but she had on a white dress. My God.
Yeah, just listen, man. Anybody live right now? Okay. nigga over here talking shit, and Fran was live the whole time while I'm saying all type of shit. Yeah, I see him live. I wasn't live. Fran.
Oh Lord.
I don't know what I said.
You ain't live, are you? You ain't live.
No, I'm not live right now. I probably will in a minute though. But man, what's going on, man? How's everything been with you brothers?
Man, everything's great, man. Just hanging with the family and stuff. That's all I do, work and hang. So everything been good with me. How about y'all?
I'm good. Now I'm gonna cuss my daughter out the other day. Talk to me.
Why would you cuss your daughter out, Chris?
We want to be grown and then make a grown decision. Great grown decision, put it like that.
Okay, Chris.
Too much, without saying too much, she ended up getting stranded in Vegas trying to help a friend out. And so we had to get her back home.
Oh,
she got stranded in Vegas because somebody else got stranded in Vegas?
She missed her flight because her friend had missed some stuff that was late, was running late. So she was going to wait on her friend so they catch a later flight.
What was her friend doing? Like, why?
Running late to the hotel or something about her bags or something, couldn't get checked or whatever. So she waiting on her. I told you, should have just jumped ass on the flight. So when the stuff did get clear and they had to switch it, somehow the cards got mixed up. But the friend didn't wait on her. The friend got on the flight and came home and left.
So the friend left your daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And your daughter got stranded?
She had to wait like 30 hours or something for another flight, and then had to repay for a flight because they used a certain airline but don't refund your doggone your fare.
Damn, Chris, she mad. She still friends with the friend?
I don't know. I ain't talked to her about it. That ain't my situation. Well, you 21 now. You say you want to be grown now. It's time to making grown folk decisions.
See, this is what I was saying. But I was telling him on the last podcast. Did you see you probably watched the episode. But I had put a side-by-side picture of your daughter and T.I. daughter. Did you see that?
No, that show hadn't looked at it. I still don't see it. What's the name you said it look like?
I see it.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Man.
I see it.
But let me find out T.I. was in the house when I was gone. Be a little short ass.
Yeah, see your ass.
Well,
yeah, man, my player partner Chris, man, you know.
Well, you know, since we're speaking about issues of the problem, but your niece, we're not going to name her name, but once I get talking, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know, her being one of my, I ain't gonna say one of my, how you say, don't say bad, one of my more what's the word I want to use? I don't want to call it bad. Just one of my more
Black sheep.
Yeah. Well, I always tell her, I said, you gonna get you gonna get it back. So she calls me.
Wait, you got 5 daughters.
Oh, let me finish the story. You gonna figure it out. Yeah, I know. So she calls me and tells me that she looked on her camera and my 2 grandkids don't cover the cameras up. So she leaves work and go home and finds 2 boys in the house. And I said, Jay, I told you you gonna get what you, because I mean, you was one of those, couldn't tell you nothing. You was always a problem child. But no, I ain't do all that. You did a lot of stuff like that. But okay then. So now, she beat her. I said, I don't need to sit there beating her. Come on now, just But I talked to her. David talked to her. We all talked to her until I told him to take my refrigerator back, all the iPods, all this stuff. Okay, she started crying. Okay, I said, Jay, don't sit there and beat it. Didn't nobody sit there and beat you like I mean, I said that nice, but
you you actually said it twice.
One of the
I said so my grandbaby got in trouble though, so I had to talk to her. I talked to her last night. So yeah.
And how old is?
13.
She had a boy in the house.
2 boys.
Granddad, she's the only girl in the house.
Yeah, she's the only girl.
She had 2 boys.
And her and Jeremiah.
Man, it's crazy how we talking about this because the whole thing was about like the family dynamic.
That's the reason why, when you told me that, I thought about that. So yeah, the family dynamic can be, it is, man. Like having daughters, especially this, but daughters to me, and I guess we talked about before. When we having daughters, it's a little more intense because everything they do is. Because we see it from the man's perspective,
right?
So it's always like, man, I know what boys are about. They're not. Some of them don't listen to you until they find out, And this is something that I know that you ain't gonna probably deal with well though. But it's like,
no, I didn't. Matter of fact, I used to talk to Dana a couple years ago. You can't stop evolution, and you can't stop the things that's gonna come around. You did it. They gonna do it. Once you get to in a mindset where it's acceptance, but you know it can, but you hope they make the better decision.
Yeah,
you cool with it, and on the back end of it, when they do bring the problem to you, it can't be no "I told you so." It got to be more of a compassion and understanding.
Yeah,
I already programmed myself for this day, so it's not as bad.
And having $5, I promise you, it's gonna be a lot of stuff. You want to say "I told you so," but you can't, because like you said, that's not gonna solve a problem. "I told you so" won't solve a problem. Mm-hmm. What you gotta do is, from what I got, is be compassionate, listen to them, and then we're just gonna try to. Something Eric said a while back. If you hear the problem, I don't need to compound on it. If you're about solving the problem, let's not keep on pounding on it. Let's try to solve this problem, and that's where I'm implementing a lot of stuff now. Let's just solve this problem, man. What we gonna do? I don't need to keep out. "I told you so." No, I want to hear.
No. I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna let her figure it out first.
I'm gonna help mine.
Hold on. When I say let her figure it out to a point where she don't have the answers, and then she come to me. Now we can figure it out.
Once they came to you,
now we resolve it as opposed to making them feel resentment.
They want dad's help. That's the mine's always like that.
Well, let me ask y'all this then. I know what you feel like you should do, but when you hear something like that, what's your first what's your reaction? What do you want to do? Like, just be real.
I was angry. I wanted to hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I know that ain't gonna solve nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said don't do that. But back when I was younger, I've been beating asses. But see, now I'm pawpaw, and now it's to a point where I can't just do it like that. But I was upset because I felt like come on now.
Who was you upset with?
That's a good question. I was upset more with Jan. I was upset with her. Not my baby girl, but the mama. You know why? Because these are things when you out partying and leaving the kids by themselves. Like I said, you open this door. This door's been opened by you, not them.
Whoa, wait. Who's the oldest? She's the oldest. Mm-hmm. No. Well,
he's the oldest. Then her.
How old is he?
He is 15.
Okay.
So basically, when you go on in the after hours, they raising themselves, so they already teaching themselves as certain doggone night, unsupervised type deal.
Now, check this out now.
I ain't want to say
now the fact that your reason for being away from home now because you legitimately have 2 jobs. Okay, so now it's more of a you got to be out. But all the time when you weren't, and you were biking and out the party, leaving them, you open this door, and I told her, this is what you're getting back. She did not want to hear that, and I know you don't want to hear it, but shit, come on now, that's the reality of life.
Well, if you had already told them want to hear it now, she probably
No, I
listened.
told, not the actual. I didn't tell her. I told her mom. You know, because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You probably had spoken on it before,
Yeah.
but there was no action taken. Now, you don't have to say it again. Now she see it. Now it's time to see what kind of action that how she's gonna,
it was fucked
Yeah,
up.
how she gonna
See
react
how
to
she
it.
gonna handle it since
Yeah.
it's the first time
Yeah.
having to deal with it.
Oh, she took everything. She said they ain't got no. She told me they ain't got nothing to do.
But this could be the prime. This can be the prime. She said she whooped her, and that's what we do. We used to discipline our children by putting the paddle to their ass and
Yeah.
all that. But if you know if you looking at something you did when you was younger, a lot of it, I just wish we could get more logically reactional to stuff like that. Think about what we did, because that could be the golden opportunity for her to sit her down and like literally tell her all the stuff she did in her time and where it got her.
Would you want to tell? Like, would you literally want to tell your child what all the stuff you done?
Yeah, because she already started at not everything, but at least she started at 13. So whatever age that Jazz started at, she got to be real about that. Like you kind of want to be honest with your children. Because if the child find out later that you did some stuff that she doing now, she gonna start looking at you like she gonna judge you. Mm-hmm. Like, well, you did it, now you came at me.
Yeah,
you could have just talked to me. Because the children got to get older. They got to get older, and they start really getting more inquisitive. And then your business start coming out. Because Jazz already talked too much. We get over to I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
We get over to family functions, and she tell all her business. You think the kids ain't listening to her? And they pick up on the behavior from the parents a lot of times. So it's like, the parents, you're right. You should be more responsible, but be more responsible of what you expose your daughter to, because we're not there to see what she actually seeing you do, and that's enough for her to see. For you to leave and they young, that's enough.
Yeah,
it's like, why would you?
They go about what they and one thing I will say with my other daughter, Zoe she people call her strict or whatever, but she's real short. Nobody goes to her house. Ain't nobody because she's not gonna allow Zoe to see.
Mimi.
Yeah. She don't allow Zoe to see nothing like that. None. And I understand that because so, and I understand because kids are very they see things and
but they're innocent. Your ignorance makes you innocent. Whatever you ignorant of, if I don't really know about the girl, she obviously know too much. 13 years old, she let two boys in the house. She know too much.
It's basically silence is educational. Because you may not think she see you sticking this dude in the house at 11 o'clock at night. Just because she didn't say anything don't mean she didn't see it.
Right.
I mean that you
she learning something. She just ain't learning the right thing.
She learning certain things without a conversation, just by observing.
And so, like you said, having the conversations can be. But my thing is, how far you go with these conversations? Like, what all do you tell them at that age? Like, you don't want to tell them too much. You don't want to tell them not enough. So what do you try to find out at?
You can tell them your experience without going into detail. So just say that if you got caught with two girls in the house at 13, look, I've been through this before. I'm not gonna put the details out there, but I'm just not say I've been through it. That's because now I know about it. So now to help you, after that, I want to know why you think it was okay, because you never saw me do it.
Yeah.
That would be my next question. Like, hold on, wait a minute. I know I've done it, but you never see me do it. Where'd you get it from?
I think that depending on, you should go into detail as much as what they have seen you done thus far. So if they really haven't seen you do anything, you don't have to go into a whole lot of detail. But if they seen you do a lot, you need to go into detail. Because now they done seen it.
So going into details, are you explaining why you do what you did?
I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen if you do this. If you keep doing this, this is what's going to happen because I've done it. It's the same thing as, it's just like on the good side. If you see me as one thing I liked about Dame Dash, she said, that you want to leave something behind. You know, you live for your last name and not your first name. So your last name should be your legacy.
Yeah.
So he said his kids don't understand a working mentality because they seen him go out and hustle his whole life. He showed them how to be an entrepreneur, so they don't think no other way. Like, what? Like, it's weird to them to see people go to work because children will literally, if they get the teaching from their parent, they'll hold on to it. Kids ain't learning none in school. They don't remember none of that shit, but they remember everything their parents taught them.
Yeah.
And they looking at what you do. If I see you doing something, like a child there was some coaches that I looked up to more because I didn't have a father figure. But if I did have one, it would be my father. My mom, she was my superhero still, not because she had a lot. It was what she was able to do. The little she had, she was able to do a lot with.
Yeah.
Like I always admired that as a child. Like, damn, she really making this shit work. You don't know you poor, but sometimes when you see other kids and what they got, you're like, damn, maybe we are a little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But mama making this shit work, and it don't look like we poor. So it's like, yeah, I feel like whatever you should overcompensate for what your child and I already see you do. You don't have to if you protect your child from seeing certain things. Now your job ain't that hard.
And when you said the way you said, I agree with you because my mother and grandma work. That's all they ever done is work. And my stepdad, he's always telling me, Marvin, a man who don't work ain't a man. And he instilled it in us. So like when I have missed maybe more than 2 days of work,
I feel bad.
I feel bad because I'm like, man, I'm not being the man I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be working,
right?
You know. And so he always tells it because like he used to pick us up on Fridays before we can go and play and do anything. Mom, I tell you this. We gotta do some chores. You gotta do some stuff before you can go have any fun. You gotta work before you have fun. And he used to do it every Saturday we mowed. That's another reason why I don't do no yards. He made us do yards, and I said, "Well, I get grown, I ain't doing it." That's why I pay people now. But the point is, his point was, a man works before you play.
Right.
And if you don't, you can't play if you ain't work. And so, you know, and like you said, a child, and then that's still in me. You gotta get out and do something. You gotta work. And our work ethic is strong. But a child see all this, and they gonna, and like he just said, school teach you a little bit, but living life and seeing what you're seeing gonna teach you a whole lot more. Oh, he don't blow us up, man.
School teach you the math, but life teach you the arithmetic.
Sound about right? I'll be able to pause when Chris say something.
Yeah, because Chris McNeil, what the hell?
Yeah, because he'll pause.
You know, because you thought about it, you knew what math is, but then you had to think about what arithmetic is. It's still math.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. That's how people wordplay for. But to me, it's all about smaller things like you were saying. It's not so that we poor. It's to show appreciation for what we do have. That's what I got out of that because
from a child's perspective,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, from a child's
perspective, you don't know what it is.
Yeah, like that's how I was. They appreciate what you do have, as opposed to complaining what you don't.
Right.
And like you said, Drake, about working, how many times have you just woke up not filled the called in 2 hours later? I should have took my ass to work.
A lot.
You see what I'm saying?
A lot.
So that's you can also blame. That's a cycle that probably a part of you that you always suppress because like you said, if I don't work, I don't eat.
Yeah.
So in the days when you say you feel bad, I done called in like, damn, you realize it. I ain't got shit to do because all my partners, guess what they had?
It worked. So let me ask you a question. So if like you said, if you work, let's say we work. You do your thing, we work, and you see somebody who want more of a, I guess the word is like a handout, but they're not trying to work. Do you respect that person?
Hell no. No, I don't even feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I don't either. And somebody told me like, you're supposed to help regardless. No, you don't. You're not supposed to help regardless. Because my thing is, if you're not trying to help yourself, why am I supposed to be trying to help you? You don't even want. No, I'm not handing you nothing. Like the old saying, instead of giving that man a fish, teach his ass how to fish.
Right.
So
that's how you really help somebody.
That's how you really help somebody. So I don't know.
This is like Mark and Mike. You can call him right now. Uncle, I need about $500. Where you working at now? Well, I'm still looking. Well, call me when you get a job. Then I loan to you. For real, and he means what he said.
That's the way it should
If you
be.
ain't working, I'm not loaning you money.
Yeah.
Think about
The first thing you think about is, okay, how you gonna pay me back? Yeah.
And also, we was taught, don't loan money that you expecting to get back.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to lose it, don't loan it.
This is actually a question I was gonna ask, man. Do you like how you feel about loaning family members money?
Depending on the family member and how they established.
Yeah.
Some I would not give a damn dime to, but if I know I'm not gonna get it back, you might ask for $100. But man, here go $40. That's all I got. Don't worry about it.
And that's kind of what my mindset is too, though. Because my thing, first of all, I'm not gonna loan out nothing that I can't, that's gonna hurt me. I'm not gonna do that first. But it depends on who the family member is, who I'm gonna loan out to. Like if let's say Eric, I know he's probably good to give it back to me or whatever. And if I got to do, okay, good, Eric, let's give him what we can. Another family member come in, ain't about. No, I'm not giving him nothing. Period. Why would I do it? I won't probably talk to him no more. Won't see him. And I actually, this just happened recently, and I don't care, but they called me and said I was wrong for not helping. I help anybody, but I'm gonna help you when I think you're gonna help yourself. When I don't think you're gonna help yourself, you just try to use me. No, I'm not gonna help you. You're gonna be the one I'm saying no to, and then you're gonna feel some kind of way. Well, you will feel that way, but you might want to just keep your thoughts to yourself. That's just how I feel about it.
So somebody said you was wrong for not helping
a certain, yeah.
And that person needed help. They didn't have nothing, no job, no nothing.
No.
Why was you obligated to help a cousin?
Because they
I think I know the answer to that.
because they feel because I have helped certain members in my family like that, and that so-called third room, it's supposed to be available because it's not available to know any and everybody.
Okay.
And when I say no to this individual, I'm wrong. You're supposed to help. No. And this conversation I had with my mama. I'm not gonna do you. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna help as much as I can. But you want to help? No, I can't do that. I just can't do it.
I'm not obligated.
I'm not
to do anything.
No.
But if it's a certain family member, because you can also have tough love. Meaning, I love you, but I'm gonna keep my distance from you, because I know that what the type of person you are, is family or not. I don't wish any ill will upon you, but certain things I know not to deal with you with because I know of whom you are.
Definitely.
So that's how I go about it.
And that's the reason. Yeah, that right there. What you just said, hit right on the nose. Yeah, I can love you from afar. And it ain't so much tough love. I still love you, but I ain't gotta deal with you. Because my thing is, I know, and like I say, and by me saying no, I've been paying the bad guy all my life, so I ain't got no problem being paying with this one. But this is something that I feel like this is my call here. This ain't nobody's call. You ain't gonna make it for me.
Yeah.
And you ever thought about a lot of them instances? Other family members can get with other family members. Well, put it on this family because they think this family member got it like that.
Yeah.
Yes. And they don't speak on my situation because the question I'm like, well, why don't I'm trying to go. Why don't you?
Right. If you wanted help, why
don't you do it? But you do it. But it is what it is, man.
Because that handoff is a motherfucker. Handing off a responsibility that ain't even yours. It ain't nobody but that person. So why is anybody wrong for saying if you want to help, cool. If you don't help, cool. It's
I had a conversation with one of my kids, and they was like, we don't even ask blase. So what? I said, baby, it's different with y'all because y'all minds. You know what I'm saying? But no, hell no.
If that person can't come to me personally, it's already a no. Why you got to use somebody else to come to me?
That's a good point.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, that right there. Like I said,
because they may not even need the help. You probably putting 100 on 10. I called them straight.
Or they may have asked you, but you want to ask me to take it off from you. It's called the handoff. Like you said, it plays into a hard. No, that's okay.
No, go ask them first. Then you go back. Let me be the last person.
No, yeah, for real, the very last person. So yeah, but like you said, the family dynamic, man. Like I said, it always to me it depends on who you're dealing with. My immediate family, who I will do extra for, but my extended family, all that, man, no, I ain't got never talk to y'all.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Never.
yeah, yeah. Well, but check this out. All right, so let me ask you about this, because this one thing I did really like start understanding more once I got in a position where it was like everybody started looking to me for like the either it ain't got to be monetary. It could be the advice or the go-to person. I know how to do this. Just different things I understand. So people always came to me. Y'all do understand that every family still has to have a leader.
Yeah.
It's every pack has to have somebody got to lead the pack, right? So you probably not knowingly, maybe God, mandated you to be the family of the pack. Maybe I know everybody not gonna go, or everybody ain't gonna. You ain't gonna extend the same grace to all family members, cause y'all over there.
Yeah.
It's these over here. I say that to say, man, who are the people in your family? There is no, I'm helping them regardless. That's I don't give a fuck, wrong or indifferent. They get my help. Fuck all the rest of you motherfuckers.
Uncle Noon, for me, Uncle Noon, I got to. He is the matriarch of our family. And if people don't know, but Uncle Noon called me up right now and text me or whatever. I'm sending it to him, whatever you need. My mama do the same thing, because he's the, like I said, y'all know Uncle Noon, he's the
OG of the family.
OG of the family. So I feel like I gotta, it's my obligation to make sure that he's good, whatever.
He's the elder of the family. Yes. That's what we supposed to do.
And when I talk to him, me and him said that like how we talking right now. Uncle Noon be right there, man. Uncle Noon give me some of the best stories, some of the greatest advice, and and he talk real shit, not no bullshit. He tell me about pimping the holes, just real shit, and we trip. I can tell him talk to Uncle Noon for hours and hours.
You know what's crazy? Real quick. And mine is my mama, and I'm only saying it because I understand why you didn't say it. My mama is the elder of the family. My mama is the oldest person in our family now. We don't have nobody older than my mama.
Wow.
So I don't have grandmamas and great aunties. Like, I ain't got none of that. So it's kind of one and the same for me. It's my mama, and she's the elder, and I believe that. But if my grandma was here, it would probably be her. You know what I'm saying?
Plus grandma, man, definitely. Come on.
Yeah. So it's like, man, I do believe that though. I want. Like, the elder should be taken care of, regardless.
Yes, regardless.
That's why my mom, like, when we get this house, mama moving in with me. She gonna have her own room and everything. That's really what's taking me so long. I'm trying to.
And Tizzy is, man, we've been big. Tizzy is big, and mama, come on. I just want to bring mama. He said I want to take care of mama. I can do this, but she got to move to Colorado, and we want her to. You know what I'm saying? Because Tizzy got 2 houses. Tizzy and we want her to be just. And I said, Carl, I even told Carl personally, Carl, you can go or you can stay. But we really want mama to go to Colorado.
Right.
She don't need to be here anymore. She need to go up there. And Ted said, my gal's a nurse. Mama gonna be good. Mm-hmm. I said, yeah, man. But like I said, mom is only reason I knew the elder. Right. And so yeah,
that's why.
But if it was unknown, it would be my mom.
Would be your mom. Yeah,
so, yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, I'm listening. I'm fine.
Who would yours be, Chris?
This is gonna sound selfish.
You?
Yeah, but honestly, if I'm in a position where I'm able, I only have 2 family members I wouldn't do shit for. The rest, everybody else can get it.
Oh, okay. So you got multiple people that.
Yeah, I mean,
who's primary first? That the one person that come to mind
right now that can call and not get anything. Mm-hmm. Probably mine, Jesse.
Why?
I take my mom out the script because that's already taken care of.
Right.
But like you said, the leader of the pack, named Jesse is that person. Mm-hmm. But some family members don't like it. Mm-hmm. Some do. I'm in the middle where I'm neutral. I ain't got nothing against nobody except them 2 motherfuckers. There's nothing against them. It just I don't
sound like it's
deal with. I don't deal with them because I actually have family members that I gave less than a shit about at one point in life, but now we good. See, so, but to make things clear, I can say my Aunt Jessie, my Uncle Don, my Uncle Bobby. Them 3 since Pop left. My Madea, everybody got her. Madea, she's 96. But she's taken care of. But immediately, if I had it, they get it. It'd be them top 3.
Okay. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Eric, specifically you too, Eric. So you didn't have a grandmother or a okay. So
My grandma died in '02.
So did she like help raise you or? Okay. So what would you say in YouTube career? What would you say was one of the strongest, strongest lessons that you learned or you saw from your grandparents or grandmother or granddad or whatever that you still like? It's still with you right now.
My grandma was like. My grandma was real logical. She made shit made sense. What really, like, if we had a bigger family, she would be that center stone for the family. She would get up, she would cook meals for the whole family. She did things. She was the first person I seen a woman work with her hands. Like she, hanging clothes up, not having to wash and dry, just hanging them up, letting them dry. Doing, yard work, having a garden, going out there. Like I seen her do all that. So it was like, I learned from the women in my family because I didn't have any male, you know what I'm saying? But my granddaddy also was like, they did it together. He drove trucks. He was old then. That nigga, if he was alive now, he'd be like 130. It's like he got older, but he was tall. He was a man's man. He was real, like he was cut. He was your height, your shape, and real cut, like Scottie Pippen cut. He got a body like, and he had his own truck. Get up, drive that truck every day. Went outside, got on a tractor. Went out, gardening, catch snakes. I seen this nigga catch a hog, cut that motherfucker good. He did all that shit, and he didn't talk much. You know what I'm saying? So it's that. And their relationship was just like, you just showed, they showed us how to get through. That's why I was saying that. They showed us how to get through it and not to be happy.
Yeah, I was thinking about, as you were talking, that's what I was thinking about. That's where you get that concept from, that mindset. Because, remember, Chris was here when we were talking about that, didn't it? How when you said you ain't got necessarily, like, be happy. How people were back in the days and stuff. Yeah. I mean, but... Yeah,
but when we were talking about being happy,
yeah.
So, and everything ain't about being happy.
What about you, Chris?
Don't expect nobody to do nothing for you.
That's not.
Okay. No, this.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Don't count and expect anybody to do anything for you when you able to do it yourself.
Okay.
And this is funny.
It's kind of Go ahead.
This is funny. He didn't even know it. He knew my grandma before he knew me.
Oh yeah.
And then he didn't realize that my grandma.
Where?
Church.
From church.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How you find out it was grandma? His grandma.
Gary, and we were just talking one day. What was your guys' head? I'm like, dude.
She was the elder in the church and everything. Yeah. So yeah. Good woman.
Mm-hmm. So y'all still got grandmas that's still alive?
No.
Yeah.
So you don't. You was gone.
Yeah, my dad's mom still living. That's what I said. My mother's here. She's 96.
Oh
wow. She just turned 96 in November.
You see that painting in the front room? Me, mom, and my grandma.
Yeah, I remember your grandma.
Yeah, and that's the only painting. That's the only picture I have. Yeah. So yeah.
So what about you?
Basically, sort of a mixture of what both of y'all said. My grandma just was. She was a straight nose. She was a maid. So since I was born, she would catch a bus. Never drove a car in her life.
She was made for white people.
Yeah.
That was never profession.
Never drove a car in her life. I always caught a bus to work and caught a bus home. And every Saturday morning would get up, go over to Big Stock, go across the street, get up, come back, cook us breakfast, cook us dinner, and that was her life. That was her life. My granddad, I knew him, but I didn't really mess with him. So like you just said, my mama, my grandmama, and my uncles they raised me, and my stepdad. So I saw a lot, and my grandma used to always say, like Chris just said, whatever you want, you gotta get up and do it yourself. Don't expect for nobody to do anything for you.
Right.
Do it yourself, and then whatever you can do for your family, you do it for your family. That's what my grandma said. That's what my mom. My mom was big on family. What I mean? She's big on family, and she got it from her mama. My grandma was always big on family. I get there too, But as I've gotten older, there's a limitation of what I will and won't do. You know what I'm saying? And I also think, and I know we're gonna come to this conversation. You got family that'll take advantage of you, man. You got and feel like you owe them or some sort like that. Right. And I'm not with that. You don't know whatever I do for you, I'm gonna do it for you because I whatever. But you ain't gonna make me feel the kind of way if I don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't owe you anything. So my grandma always said, man, whatever you do, you live for yourself, then you do for your family. That's just it. That's all she's ever told me.
Right.
So that's where that mindset comes. Because you got people that like, I don't fuck with none of my family. And I understand that too. People have situations that happen, and I know this a person who don't fuck with none of their family.
Right.
And they have a reason why. I'm just family orientated. That's why I love doing things with my family. And when I have all like some of my best, I just had a conversation with a coworker. He said, I always see you post stuff at your. I said, because my immediate family, when I got them all together, my brothers, I love that. I said, because I never had a family reunion. I want one.
Yeah.
But that's about the closest I probably gonna get to one when I do that. And I'm gonna always keep doing it. And my mama told me, keep that mindset, keep them going. So that's just me.
Yeah, I be wanting to, since I ain't have a big family growing up, man, it's not hard. It's like I appreciate the small, the few people I got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I always want to be able to bridge even the gaps with my mom and my dad's side. I want to have this, I got a whole lot of great nieces and nephews and all that now. It's just like, well, shit, I was in their shoes, and I had one uncle, and he locked up in Colorado now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm seeing what I wanted when I was young.
Yeah.
So why not make that? I don't want to continue that same curse or that same tradition.
Yeah.
Let's kind of like bridge this stuff to get them more of a family feel, make it really feel like a family. Because like again, like they learning from us how we deal with each other, how we, if me and you brothers, hell, and it was two of my nephews, your son, somebody, they gonna group up and be best friends.
Yeah.
That's why I like how Mimi and Kari was. They looked just alike, and they didn't even know each other, but as soon as they met, they clicked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there should be. You should at least have one. I can't say one, man. You need family. Because I used to sit and think about how would it feel if I was here alone with no family. Like, let's say my whole family died, and I'm here by myself. Like, I was trying to put myself in it. I was like, man, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything I would actually want to think about. Because at that point, it was like, shit, do I start it over?
But I think about stuff that scare me. Because it may happen. I be thinking about stuff that, like, I think about if I pass and I ain't got nobody to come to my grave. Like, I ain't got no kids. So who, and I'm the youngest, so 96.
That was birthday in November.
Yes, it is. See, I can sit with elders all day and just listen to stuff that they talk about.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wrong. Mm-hmm. She's beautiful, man. 97? Looks good. 96, okay. But, I mean, I was listening, speaking of what you just said, though, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to say, I do believe that it's still good also to have an extended family that's not your family. Like, it is a couple. I really look at family as the people that is going to stand behind you and support you, even if they're not blood. Right, so it is some people that it's family. Like when you see, like that's family. You know what I'm saying? Like it really is like that. So it's like I knew that I had a small family, and I knew one day I may be here by myself, or I may not be able to leave anybody. Like I may go, and I ain't got no legacy to leave behind. Yeah. Let me build a family as much as I can while I'm here with the people that I know, even if they ain't related to me.
Question, and I've never thought about asking this until that thing hurt. You ever thought about adopting? I'm just asking.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't want to adopt my child. We gonna work it out. We gonna work out how we gonna do this.
But my question is, you wouldn't want to do that? And my question is, why would you not want to do it?
It to me, it ain't the same. I would adopt. I feel like I would probably adopt if I had at least one of my own. But if I ain't got none and I just adopt, and I just want that. And I ain't never seen it before. Like, ain't nobody in my family ever done that, so I don't know what it looked like.
Well, actually,
I think that would.
Well, yeah,
just know that, but I would think because y'all was before Teddy. I get what you're saying.
Like
but none and then have to adopt that. I don't know if it can be the same heart connection.
Okay, let me.
Let me
look at it from this perspective. You just said a mention a minute ago where you got the extended family. Now they're not blood, but you look at them as family because y'all. But you get there because you've been with them and you spend time with you. You went through good and bad with them, and so you take them in as just like I mean, so that's Chris. Chris is my brother. He ain't my blood brother, but everybody knows that in my family functions. If he come around, he ain't new. Everybody know Chris. So my thing is, so if you have that concept, that mind concept, why couldn't you have just adopted a 2-year-old and all that person don't know is Eric growing up, and I'm just throwing it out there. So why is that any different?
Because for my own selfish reasons. I'm really not doing that child really wouldn't be doing enough for me. I would be doing something for the child. I'm giving them a guardian, a father. But I got to get to know this child. Like, think about it. The people I call family, the people I grew up with. I spent all this time with, and we got like a special bond. And I don't have to take care of them. I gotta take care of this child.
That's the one difference.
And I want them to. I want my one child, my first child, to at least look like me. It's just I want to be able to like see myself in my child.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a little selfish when it comes to that.
We were talking about it last night. Just say, for instance, if you and your girl had a kid.
Shit, man.
Would you agree to a surrogate? And how would you inseminate it? Would you use the needle, or we gonna do it natural?
I don't know, nigga.
No, I'm just saying. But that was the question. Like, I'm like, so technically,
would you do it natural? What you mean? Like me have sex with, or I just take my sperm and give it to them?
Because okay, like, well, he just used the turkey.
It's gonna have to be that way because I don't see no. Yeah.
No. I'm gonna look.
Oh, for real, baby. So I'll be right back. Yeah,
no,
5 minutes.
No, because it's basically like.
She would have.
I understand you can't carry, but you want her to have our baby, but you want her to get pregnant by me. I ain't nothing in no needle.
I don't understand the concept of that. Maybe I'll say something. Both y'all may know this, and I don't know this.
You know what I'm saying?
But, okay, let's say
technically,
let's say Eric have. Okay, let's just we're gonna use Eric. Let's say Eric won't do that. Okay, let's say that.
You're like that.
My bad.
I'm trying to
listen. My question is, let's say if you want to do that, but let's say Sean has the egg, but she can't carry it. So let's say she wanted to let another woman carry it. Will that child still look like you and Sean, or will it let that you and that woman is carrying? I mean, I don't understand how the concept goes.
They can have two different ones. They can fertilize. They can take her egg and fertilize it and put it in a healthy woman. Or they can have you nut in a needle and then stick it in the woman.
But what I'm saying, will it still look like Eric and Sean?
Which one would look more? So what happens?
It depends. Now the thing, the offset to it. Just say, for instance, if the safe way they say now, if they take one of your girl eggs and they fertilize, once it does become fertilized, they can insert it into the healthy woman that can actually carry it.
And it should look like Sean, right?
Yeah, it's gonna look like both of y'all because it's y'all DNA. Okay. Now on the flip side, if you want a surrogate, you want her to get pregnant. Y'all just say if y'all hire this lady here to have your child. Y'all's child is technically y'all speaking, but if you really want to get technical, it's gonna be yours and the other woman
because her egg
ain't in there. You use the other woman.
Okay.
Now just say for instance, if you do it that way, you do put the egg in there. You forgot them swimmers ain't finished. There's some more shit going on in there, and one of your swimmers get to the other woman egg. Now guess what?
What?
You got two baby mamas.
Wow.
It's simple, but it's complicated at the same time.
So you basically got two women pregnant at the same time because she got her eggs and the other lady eggs, and both of them got pregnant. So now you got that's crazy.
Yeah. So,
but would you do that?
Now that he said that, yeah, Sean gonna be very disappointed in me after this show.
But no, I'm saying you can do it the same way where they use her, but they have what they call the embryonosis or something like that.
I don't know.
Where they actually take your swimmers and her eggs and try to get the perfect time, the perfect day, the perfect temperature, and all that. And once it does incubate, they inject it into the woman that's gonna carry it. That way, the baby will have you and your girl's DNA, and not the birth mother's. But it will have the birth mother's previous health conditions or whatever, because her body is actually what's feeding the baby.
Right. Okay.
See, I didn't know all that. So
Yeah.
wow.
That's crazy.
I read a little bit.
I mean, so okay.
Well, that's
But and also too, but you just said that yourself, you was very blunt. It's a selfish reason. But I was also going to speak on if you took your selfish reasons out of it and you just look at it as logical as you can, you would still be in, like, let's say, a 2-year-old life, and all he gonna know is Eric. And even though you say you won't get nothing from it, you actually would. I think you would. You know why? Because you all that child's gonna know. You know. And
But the
and mentorship, your mentorship of that child is gonna be crucial.
right.
So I don't know. Like I say, I think you'll make a great father.
It's only because it'll be my first. That's the only reason why. Now, if it was the last resort, if I actually exhausted everything and said, "Man, then it'd have to be the last thing, because it's too many other options."
Yeah.
So
yeah.